friends, this is Jazz, bringing you another Pokemon Crimson Review, Chapter 13, Traveler's Tale. Now, before I start, I want to wish the Hitman64 a happy 6-month anniversary between us. I'm trying to get this out on the day, if not the next day, so I figured I would do one as a gift, in a way. So, let's get on with it. The chapter starts with Addie and Ryan decide, not to wait for Matt, and to try to get back to Pokus Town before they can get to El Creamy by ferry. And they have a better time because there's no shenanigans like with Lily or the Sand Slash. And they're enjoying their trip through Craft Terrans. And they do decide to camp out, though, for the night, where they let all their Pokemon roll around while Addie is making curry for everyone, which is, I think, a sour and sweet curry, or a spicy and sweet. I'm sorry. Either way, after they all eat, there's, shenanigans with Azura, the Venonat, and Ryan, where he's trying to scrub the pot. He's trying to take the scrubber from him, and Addie puts Azura in the Pokeball for a timeout after Marahoot, scares him away, and he hides, and he said, "You started it." Right. But there's another little thing going on between Ryan's Eevee, and the Sandshrew, where he gets so jealous of the Sandshrew, right, that it's, when he's curled up against him in his lap, where Eevee was trying to be. But yeah, I'm backtracking for a minute. Addie was talking to Ryan about possibly evolving their Eevees, because Matt was planning to evolve it into Flareon, and said he might have a point, right? And then Ryan's like, well, you know what? If Matt is using Flareon, I want to use something different. And he's like, what do you want to be, buddy? Then he goes and he tries to hide, he's scared. He doesn't know, and he's being rough to Ryan's head, and he yells, "Ow!" And poor Eevee feels so bad and scared, and it's okay, buddy, your claws are just sharp, right? But then he kind of curls up against Ryan, and that's when Sandshrew rolls up, and poor Eevee, he goes back on the head, and he's just glaring jealously. But a funny thing with Sandshrew in that whole situation is he was trying to put Sandshrew on the grass to take his first steps, but Sandshrew looks like he's trying to learn the move Rollout. And the comment there was, I loved that. But anyway, Ryan was talking with Eevee, and he said he was just born yesterday, and he said, okay, I'll tell you what, tomorrow both of you will go to your Pokeballs, and neither of you will get more attention than the other. Right, and then Eevee gets into him with the sleeping bag, and they get used to it because tomorrow you're in both in the Pokeball. And okay, after that, we go to Julia, who's like, no to Aaron, saying she thinks Aaron invited her to a lunch with her cousin, will probably be there too. She wants to get to know her new daughter, her, she said, your family. Right, she says, well, I'm busy, and I may not have another chance to nonsense. Take time off of yourself. You work too hard. And reluctantly, she realizes the mother's just as stubborn as Michael, and says, okay, I'll take time off. And she's like, good, talk to you tomorrow. I mean, really, though, I'm sorry, but Aaron is just a little too pushy here. I mean, how would she feel if someone said, nonsense, take your time off as the gym, she probably would love it, actually. You know what, second thought, never mind, she'd probably do anything she probably would reject an invitation like that to begin with. But still, Julie was busy, she was busy, right? She shouldn't have to feel bad and cancel what she was planning to do, but Michael did apologize for that, saying, so you're going to see her. He says, why can't she? Said, well, I'm going to have my own arrangements. I'm going to be the Walter O'Hara show. And she's trying to argue with Michael, saying, this is not a good idea. She said, trust me, I was voted four against 1. There's no way I was getting out of it. She said, no one hates being on him more than he does. And she sighs. and then just relents, right? Says, plus I have other errands tomorrow, which we kind of know what it is in a way. And then that scene ends relatively quickly as well. And then we're back with Ryan and Addie, and she's like, Ryan, God, Ryan! Like, and then poor Ryan is like, and he sees that it's barely sunlight, he's like, what time is it, Addie? He says, well, we have to go there's only one, it's Sunday. She realized it was Sunday and there's only one ferry in the morning going today, and if we don't get on, like, they won't be there till Monday, right? And then after a little bit of contemplating, like, he's still waking up, right? He says, okay, let's go, like, and she's like, or no, she's already packed up. He's like, already? He said, let's go, go, go. I don't think I've ever seen, well, I guess I've read it before, right? I don't think I've ever seen Addie in such a rush. She was literally running, and all the while, Ryan gets a call from Julia, and Addie is like, tell her to make it quick, right? And he goes, and she said, what's up? She's like, what's the hurry? I said, well, we are trying to get to El Creamy, the ferry is the only one there in the morning. She said, I thought you were going to Iron Mountain because your mother called saying Matt was there, and I thought you were going to go there and meet him. She said, oh, well, Addie really wants to be trained for the contest by my aunt, so we decided just to go there. She said, all right, but I'm actually heading there myself tonight, but I doubt you'll all fit on my Altaria. So she's like, how about, I have a friend down there named, just ask for a Ralph and he'll take you to All Creamy. And then Addie's like, hurry up! Said, I better tell Julia, or tell Addie. He hangs up, and he's like, slow down. Says, what do you mean slow down, Will Miss? Julia said, Julia has a hand and said, just ask for a Ralph and he will take us. She sighs in relief, and then they finally get there to see the ship has its ladder up, and says, no, we're not taking it anymore, but Professor Pine sent us directly and said to ask for a Ralph. Said, I don't care who sent you, no one else is getting on this ship. And they're all just disbounded, right? Especially Addison, right? And then suddenly there's another boat that comes up, and then a sailor goes and says, oh, hello there. Yeah, they were all in a down mood. They started to talk. So I noticed you two have an Evie. He says, well, I have many stories to say about an Evie. Would you like to hear them? Like, Addie is just still really down because of what happened. And Ryan's like, sure. He said that his sister raised a whole bunch of them. And she got all the evolutions. And after listening to his long story, he said, I offer you two a gift. Showed a bunch of evolution stones, items, like a TM for Sylveon. And he said what each evolution was, and to pick one, right? Addison decides on the water stone because she wants to name her Eevee Ariel. And Ryan is drawn to the thunderstone, and he takes it. And then he brings up Julia, Professor Pine, to like, wait, Professor Pine? She said, yes, my second gift is I'm taking you two off to All Creamy. My name is Ralph. Turns out he was the one they were looking for. He had nothing to do with the fairies. So things end up well. We're on to the final part of the story, which is Michael, and he's on Ragnar after getting a proposing proposal band. He wants to take it to Piper to get her approval, which she does. And then suddenly, Mike hears someone saying, like, I'm warning Michael, you're in danger. Come see me on Iron Mountain and that. And he's very hesitant, though. And Rhaegar hears it too, so he's not nuts. And he's like, well, buddy, I guess we're going to Iron Mountain. And that is where it ends. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, like what you see, please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. And I'll see you guys in my next video.